When the lights go out and the world is quiet, that's when the whispers begin. Welcome to Whispers in the Dark. Real stories, real fear. Just don't listen alone. I'd always dreamed of hiking through Ireland. The green hills, the misty air, the kind of peace you only read about in books. So when I finally landed in Dublin with nothing but a backpack and an itinerary scribbled in a notebook, I was ready. I wanted to get off the beaten path, away from the tourist trails. That's how I ended up alone in a lesser-known forest in Western Ireland. It was quiet. Too quiet. On the second day of my hike, I noticed footprints in the mud. They were fresh, not animal, boots. I looked around, saw no one. A twinge of discomfort hit me, but I brushed it off. Hikers come and go. But a few miles later I saw them again, only this time they overlapped mine. Whoever it was, they were behind me. Or they had been walking in circles. The trail narrowed into a dense, moss-covered passage. The light dimmed beneath thick trees. I swear I heard breathing behind me. I spun around. Nothing. Just trees, dripping fog, and silence thick enough to choke on. I kept walking faster. Then I heard it again. A twig snap. That wasn't my foot. I turned around and shouted, "Hello?" No answer. I scanned the woods. Everything looked the same. Damp bark, twisted branches, ghostly mist. Then I saw it. About 20 feet away, partly behind a tree, a man. He didn't move, didn't speak, just watched. I couldn't make out his face. He wore a dark jacket with the hood pulled up. His posture was rigid, arms at his sides. My instincts screamed at me to run, but my legs didn't listen. I stared back. A full minute passed, then I blinked, and he was gone. I don't mean he walked away, I mean he vanished. I ran. Fast. My boots slipped on wet leaves, branches clawed at my jacket. I didn't stop until the trail split into two. I had no map. I chose left just to get away. 10 minutes later, I found a small abandoned cottage. Moss-covered stone walls, broken windows, half-collapsed roof. I ducked inside, my breath clouded in the cold air. And then I heard slow, heavy footsteps crunching outside. I held my breath and crouched in the corner. The steps circled the cottage. I peeked through a crack in the wooden wall. The same man, standing 10 feet away, facing the wall I was behind. Still not moving, still not speaking. Then, a knock. He raised his hand and tapped the wall right next to my head. Knock, knock. I covered my mouth to keep from screaming. He knocked again, slower, deliberate. Then silence. Minutes passed. When I finally worked up the courage to look again, he was gone. I waited another half hour before leaving, ran until my lungs burned. The trail eventually led to a country road where a farmer picked me up in his truck. He said the area had been abandoned for years. No one should have been out there, he told me. It's dangerous. I asked if anyone had ever reported strange people in the woods. He looked at me with dead seriousness. You're not the first. I made it back to town, slept in a hotel that night with all the lights on. Told myself I imagined it. But a week later, when I flew back home, I found something in my luggage. A note. Just one line. You looked right at me. My blood went cold. I don't know how it got there. I packed everything myself. I never saw his face, but he saw mine. Some nights I still hear those footsteps in my dreams, the steady crunching of boots through wet leaves. And sometimes I wake up convinced that if I turn around, he'll be there, watching. If you made it this far, you're one of the brave ones. Don't forget to subscribe for more true horror stories. And remember, the next whisper might be meant for you.